Welcome everyone to the 5th Celebrity Synastry chart reading, where we will be looking into Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Adeline. I look at the dynamic between two celebrities using astrology, specifically Synastry. For those new and returning, I take notes on a Synastry chart looking at the personal planets, signs, aspects, and if time available, house overlays. I share these notes and add my extra insights and interpretations along the way. So if that sounds good to you, like and subscribe and keep on watching. Starting off with the sun, we have Kim's sun in Libra and Kanye's sun in Gemini. They both have trouble being decisive and they both want an equal, which while they were together, I kind of see that they were like pretty much the biggest celebrities at the time when they were together, still kind of are. Both are social who thrive on being with others. They both enjoy the other's intelligence. Kim has a desire to please and compromise with Kanye. Kim's sun in Kanye's 4th house. There's a sense of familiarity. Kanye trusts Kim deeply. There's a strong desire to live together, which I definitely see from Kanye's side. Kanye feels secure around Kim. Kim feels they belong together. Kim is very protective of Kanye, and both are committed to each other. We're seeing a lot of positivity with this at the moment, and it's hard to say because I feel like their relationship has been through a lot, as we've seen in the public. And I feel this is very weird from Kim's side when you look at the things happening now, because she has a desire to please and compromise with him, and she's very protective of him. I find she's probably feeling very conflicted with all the drama happening and everything now. Kanye's sun in Kim's 7th house. A love-hate relationship. They feel united together. I think this is going back on them feeling like equals. They probably do when they were a couple. They probably did see themselves as a power couple. Both are deeply moved by each other. They can both get into each other's heads. I don't like seeing this with everything happening now. Like, oh, they probably know how to get it under each other's skin. Both get a sense that they are complementary. Both are subconsciously trying to prove they are separate from the relationship. Both feel the other is a big presence in their life. Both need to find a balance to make the relationship work. Both may be driven to express themselves in extreme ways. We're seeing that, aren't we? Possibility of their personalities being lost in their relationship. I kind of do see that because I think a lot of both of their identities have become very attached to the other. You know, you can't really think of Kim Kardashian without Kanye West and Kanye West without Kim Kardashian. Kim's sun opposite Kanye's Venus. Their values conflict, which we're seeing now. There is a big conflict, particularly with how they're like raising children, how they conduct themselves and their lifestyles. They frustrate each other. Kanye grows to resent Kim. Kanye sees Kim as too dictatorial. Interesting. Kim needs to learn to accept Kanye. That's worked. Hard work is needed to make this work. This seems to be a very difficult relationship. Kanye can resort to playing games with Kim. This aspect is very much like these two, isn't it? And this goes back to like Kanye or both of them being able to get under each other's skin and know how to irritate each other. We're seeing this more from Kanye's side. Kim will either not appreciate Kanye or take him for granted. Kim's sun opposite Kanye's Mars. Sparks fly. Kanye is defensive. What a surprise. Both assert their independence. We're definitely seeing now, like, they're both seem to be, I don't want to say stubborn people, but they're both holding their ground, aren't they? They compete with each other and they get annoyed with each other. Oh gosh. Kanye's sun square Kim's Venus. Their views on the world clash, we see again. Not as promising as it looks, which I kind of agree. Love can easily turn into hate. We saw it before, there was a love-hate relationship. Arguments over money are likely. Kanye is selfishly ambitious in this relationship. Now it's hard to say, but like when they got together, you would think it's the other way around. Maturity is needed for both to overcome their difficulties. Kim strives to keep the relationship fair and balanced. I was gonna say, like, very much Libra vibes. Has a sun in Libra. Both hope to find what they are looking for in the other. That's always a good idea, isn't it? Kanye's sun opposite Kim's Neptune. Misunderstandings occur. Kanye has a lack of trust. We keep seeing this Kanye being resentful, this lack of trust, and it's not great. Delusion and deception occur. Kim promises more than fulfills. Because if she's very protective of Kanye, I assume she would probably, like, sometimes you tell lies to protect people, so maybe that's where it comes from. Both need to be clear with each other, and Kanye believes Kim is his soulmate. I don't like seeing this and the strong desire to live together, because, like, Kanye's sun trine Kim's Pluto. This is a transformative relationship and a highly productive relationship. I'm not surprised. Both are fascinated with each other. Potential for a cooperative relationship. Potential is the key word. Both want to get to know each other deeply. Both want to explore their strengths in this relationship, and Kim inspires Kanye to dramatically transform himself. Interesting, like a couple of these we've seen, I would have thought it would be inverted the other way around, but so now we are on to moon. Both their moons are in Pisces. They're sympathetic towards each other. I do kind of see this, like, especially from Kim's side, she tries to compromise and she's very dedicated to him, but also with Kanye thinking that she's her soulmate, that, yeah, Kim is his soulmate, sorry. Both are strongly affected by the other's emotions. This makes me sad because I think particularly on Kim's side, because, you know, Kanye is very emotional at the moment, and it seems like neither of them took the separation very well. She probably is not coping with Kanye's shenanigans very well either. Enjoy escaping together. They have a shared love of music. Both are compassionate to a fault. Both have a tendency to save people. I see this from both sides with each other because, I mean, with Kim, obviously, like, I feel like we've seen here, she seems to have tried to do her best to, like, save this marriage and relationship. And I see this from Kanye's side as well, because, you know, at the beginning of their relationship, like, I mean, in general, she really transformed herself when Kanye stepped into the picture, especially aesthetically. And Kanye probably does see that as, like, saving her, in a sense, probably saw, you know, transforming herself to his liking as something, in a way, maybe not specifically saving her, but, like, helping her understand each other's mentality. That's probably why they're sympathetic to each other. Kim's moon in Kanye's 9th house. Kim idolizes Kanye. Kim feels Kanye is out of her league. This is interesting because I know they both started off as friends. This relationship has a lot of layers. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, they were friends and they were married, and now whatever's happening now. Kim brings out the best in Kanye. Kanye may become emotionally attached to Kim. We keep seeing this, like, he seems to be very attached to her. Kanye may become dependent on Kim. Share similar attitudes on politics, religion, and social behavior. I'm guessing this was before, like, Kanye went a bit off the rails and, like, started, you know, doing his Republican things. Probably at the beginning of their relationship, they more agreed with these things. Possible for long distance element. Yep. Great mutual respect, admiration, and affection. Kanye's moon in Kim's 3rd house. Cooperative and friendly atmosphere. Kanye admires Kim's lifestyle. I find it interesting because he seems to try to change her a lot. He seems to be, like, from what we see in the public, he seems to be very controlling of her and how she conducts her life, so I'm not sure. Kanye is supportive of Kim's priorities. Yeah, same point again, like, Kim enjoys Kanye's company. Kim thinks of Kanye often. It's a relaxed and productive relationship. We saw the productive bit earlier. They don't irritate each other, maybe initially. They communicate well. Also maybe initially. Kim's moon, sextile Kanye's Mercury. Long conversation is frequent. They both feel comfortable being open with each other. This is a friendship, so we're starting to see a bit of, like, what their friendship was like. They have a mutual understanding. They both like a busy environment. Both value the other's opinion and advice. That's nice. Kanye's moon trine Kim's Mercury. Kim stimulates Kanye's self-expression, so I assume this means like she kind of acts as a muse for him, especially when it comes to his music. Comfortable talking to each other about everything, we see again. They're easeful with each other, it's a harmonious relationship. Kim enjoys being emotionally nourished by Kanye, and she provides a foundation for Kanye's feelings. I think we're seeing this like kind of again, you know, she's very compromising and dedicated to him. Kanye is comfortable expressing his feelings with Kim. You keep seeing like now that they're both very comfortable being open with each other, which is nice. It's unfortunate that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Kanye's moon opposite Kim's Venus. Both will learn balance and harmony. I mean, it's too bad they're not applying it to their own relationship, but okay. Easy to take each other for granted. We saw before, like, Kim possibly taking him for granted, so I assume this comes more from Kim's side, taking Kanye for granted. Living beyond means occurs. That's not funny, it's just they're, like, very rich. Like, gosh, what are they spending their money on? I'm pretty sure there was, like, some drama with building the house. Like, I mean, it was a really nice house and they completely stripped it down and made it this, like, minimalist sort of vibe thing. That would have been expensive for no reason. Will not appreciate each other sometimes. Kanye may be undervalued or misunderstood by Kim. So, okay, this is probably why Kanye starts to resent Kim. Compromise needs to happen. Kim gets confused with Kanye's emotions. Kim sees Kanye as childish and needy. So we're seeing how Kim probably feels about everything happening now. She sees Kanye as being very childish and needy, but also confused by it. Kanye sees Kim as narcissistic and seductive with others. Both need to put in effort. Too bad they don't. Kanye's moon square Kim's Neptune. They misunderstand each other's signals. Possibility of avoiding and neglecting each other. I think with the long-term aspect and them prioritizing their careers, I'm not really surprised. It's a confusing relationship. I mean, yeah, probably for those two being in the relationship. Kanye is unsure of Kim's intentions. Difficulty maintaining their relationship. Okay, so we're seeing like another reason, I guess, why their marriage broke down. Kanye is sensitive to Kim's moods. Interesting. I thought this would be the other way around. So now on to Mercury. You have Kim's Mercury in Scorpio and Kanye's Mercury in Taurus. These are polarity sister signs. Conflict between Kanye's realism and Kim's lack of it. Interesting. Another one where I'm like, I thought this would be inverted. Both approach problem solving differently. Kim may find Kanye too snobby and selfish. Kanye can teach Kim how to be more practical. I feel like Kim definitely like developed a lot in the relationship, especially with her career. Like during their marriage, you know, she started all the businesses. Maybe that has something to do with Kanye. Both communicate quietly, which I feel like since they're both very comfortable with each other, it's probably indicative they like have very like, I mean, they used to, I guess, have very like nice, relaxed, calm conversations. Which also makes me believe, because we didn't see, as far as I remember, we haven't really seen anything with them being argumentative. I'm guessing that they probably, like with the whole thing with them being avoiding and neglecting of each other, they possibly, I'm guessing they don't really talk to each other about their problems. And like all the problems they have, they just, I don't want to say they sweep under the rug, they just let like fester like a splinter. Kim can teach Kanye how to consider feelings. Kim's Mercury in Kanye's 5th house. Kim is like the sun to Kanye. Kim makes Kanye's day. That's probably why he's probably like not taking the separation well. Easy communication and not a boring relationship. I mean that, yeah, not a boring relationship for sure. Kanye's Mercury in Kim's 6th house. Kanye communicates with Kim practically. Kim thinks Kanye is reliable and Kim sees Kanye as a stable companion. That's probably why they got married, or why she found him like as a good marriage partner, father figure as well. We have Kanye's Mercury trine Kim's Jupiter. Relationship is intellectually broadening. I definitely see that from both ends. Conversations are positive and inspiring. Yeah, as I said, I don't feel like when they communicated, like, talked in person, I feel like it was fine. I feel like it probably was a lot more positive and inspiring rather than dealing with their problems. Both may have professional and socially advantageous connections with people from other cultures. I mean, they both definitely come from different cultures. Kim is enthusiastic about Kanye's thoughts and ideas, so she was probably accepting of a lot of like changes he made with her or to her. What's the right word? Strong friendship. Is this one of those where I'm like, they should have stayed friends? Kim introduces Kanye to new ways of thinking. Kim can be too lenient with Kanye. I'm pretty sure probably why the marriage like stayed so long. She seems to be very much like, I don't like using the word doormat because I don't feel like she's a flat out doormat, but like she seems to be very much like a mediator, peacekeeper, a Libra. Kanye helps Kim with self-expression. Business together will be advantageous. Yeah. Enjoy traveling together. They come from different cultures, as I said before, like completely different people, aren't they? And an optimistic meeting. Kanye's Mercury opposite Kim's Uranus. Kim finds Kanye's opinions as too superficial and traditional. Another aspect we're seeing of what what she thinks of all of this drama going on now. They're impatient with each other. Kanye finds it hard to depend on Kim. I think this comes back to before, like, Kim was promising a lot more than she actually fulfills. Stressful communication. Yeah, this aspect is very much like their current situation, isn't it? Interruptive conversations. Kim stimulates Kanye mentally. We saw before how she acts as like a muse to him. They make impulsive decisions together. So now we're on to Venus. We have Kim's Venus in Virgo and Kanye's Venus in Taurus. These are both earth signs. They share a lot in common. Both are willing to work for the relationship. I definitely see this, especially from Kim's side. Like initially, obviously now it's a bit of a dead end. But I feel like during the marriage, yeah, I see this. Both want security and safety. This is probably why they were willing to work for the relationship, because some people do have that opinion that, you know, having a marriage is like a security net in your life and a stability in your life. Kanye is not as flexible as Kim. Kanye appreciates the safe feeling of Kim. Kim's Venus in Kanye's third house. Kim feels more comfortable around Kanye, we see again. Kim feels she can be herself around Kanye. Kim sees Kanye as easily approachable. We saw that optimistic meeting. Kim makes Kanye happy. Easy and natural communication. They both trust each other and it's a pleasant relationship. And this one, we're seeing what their friendship was like, I guess. Kanye's Venus in Kim's fifth house. Kanye sees Kim as perfection. We saw again, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, he sees her as a muse. Kanye is forgiving of Kim's faults. Okay, so we're starting to see, like, why Kanye stayed in this marriage and eventually kind of broke down. Kim appreciates this admiration. Both are satisfied with each other. So, yeah, seems to be a sort of, reason why they'll probably put up with the marriage. Kim's Venus square Kanye's Jupiter. Both enjoy having fun together. Difficult for both to not go off board. We saw how their spending money was an issue. Kim feels more confident and attractive around Kanye. Yeah, I'm not surprised. We just saw before how Kim really adores her. Promising relationship. I think we see again. Kanye may be irritated with Kim's possessiveness. Another one I thought would be inverted. Interesting. Can find a happy way to share their life together. I mean, I feel like if, honestly, both of them got therapy, I was like, if Kanye, like, started working on himself, but, like, honestly, both of them. Kim's Venus square Kanye's Neptune. Kim needs to make sure she falls for the real Kanye, not his illusion. Ah, interesting. Extremes of trusting. Kanye needs to be careful to keep promises and not make huge ones. Okay, so both of them have an issue with, like, yeah, kind of making promises they never fulfill, white lies. Kanye has a hard time dealing with Kim because she does not want to see reality. Interesting. Another one I thought would be inverted. Now it's on to Mars. So we have Kanye's Mars in Taurus and Kim's Mars in Sagittarius. Both are generally easygoing. Yeah, definitely with each other as well. Both have tempers when provoked. So we're seeing a bit of, not destruction, but like a deteriorating factor. They have a difference in their patience. Kim seems to have a lot of patience and Kanye doesn't, so yeah. Kanye is driven by security. So I was saying before, like security and safety for some people can mean like holding on to a marriage. So I'm guessing this is the reason why Kanye was so against the marriage ending and their separation, divorce, because he saw it as a place of having security. Kim runs from her anger. Not good. Kanye values stability and patience. I debate the patience thing. Stability, sure. Kim is restless and adventurous. This could possibly link to the whole thing with Kanye seeing Kim as a bit narcissistic and flirtatious, I think it was. So now we have Kim's Mars in Kanye's 5th house. Kim activates Kanye's creativity, we see again. Kim likes to initiate dangerous activities. We're seeing a bit of a chaotic side of Kim. Restless, adventurous, dangerous. Kim seeks admiration from Kanye, which she gets. Kim plays it up for Kanye. Interesting. Kanye is flustered around Kim. I'm not surprised because like it was Kanye that like had a like massive thing for her like during the entire friendship, which I do think Kim did have a bit of a thing for him as well. Maybe not as strong as Kanye, obviously, but you know. Kim finds Kanye childish and obnoxious. We see again. Possessive tendencies. I mean, I feel like this is more from Kanye's side, but we saw before how Kim is a bit possessive as well. We have Kanye's Mars in Kim's 5th house, so it's very similar to the last one. It's the same, but just inverted with some areas. So Kanye activates Kim's creativity. I assume this relates to Kim having all those businesses. Kanye likes to initiate dangerous activities. Kanye seeks admiration from Kim. I wonder, like, if, because she sees him as very childish, I wonder if that's, like, the whole thing with him posting all of the weird stuff now and provoking, being very provocative, if that's the right word. He's kind of just doing it to get attention from her. Kanye plays it up for Kim. Kanye finds Kim childish and obnoxious. I feel like this, for Kanye's side, he sees Kim as more obnoxious and Kim sees Kanye as more childish. Because we saw before how Kanye sees Kim as very narcissistic. So that is the final overlay. We don't have any aspects of a Mars. So my final thought, I feel like we got insight to every phase of their relationship. Like they seem to have a very good, positive friendship. And then their marriage was just very like compromisey and like just very on the rocks. It was a very like, what's it called, businessy marriage as well, them helping with each other in that regard. And we also got some insight to kind of how they are now, like Kim seeing Kanye is very like childish, and the whole thing with Kim not understanding his emotions at all. And it seems like Kanye is doing it to sort of provoke him and get attention from her. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. We went on a journey today. We got a bit of tea on every phase of the relationship. If you did enjoy this video, give this video a like. And if you want to see more from me, I upload here weekly, new couples every week, Synastry chart readings and all of that fun stuff. So definitely subscribe and click the notification bell when I upload. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!